Okay, so welcome back to the channel. I'm Dan, obviously, got Stella in the background. So this will be the second video that I've done here, and definitely a little more nervous this time. You know, I went through and painted the whole garage floor except for a little bit of area, so I got to finish. But you know what? I need to get this stuff out to you guys to let you know what's going on in here. So last time we were out here, got the whole rear end ripped down on the car, right? Got that all settled. Waited for some parts. And today, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna be ripping the front end down on this, and then to finish it off, we got some things. We got some things going on right here. So we're gonna come through. Well, I'm gonna come through, go through, take the wheels off, get the front struts out, and yeah, here we go. Yeah, so here we go. We got up in the driver's side. I just want to show this. Again, I powder coated these silver, but they are just UPR springs. An old UPR kit. You can see with that bearing setup here, I got a lot of tension here. I can't rotate the spring. Something's going on there, but as you can see, the coil bind rubbing on the inside of the shaft, as many people wouldn't believe. It's just some Lakewood 7030s up in this car. Well, we got something going on up in the top. Obviously, because this spring being double bearing, it should spin, and it just, there it goes. It just barely doesn't spin. So we're gonna get in here. We're gonna figure out what's going on. Get this all torn down, clean up these knuckles, get all this stuff cleaned up. But yeah, here we go. So we've got a culprit here. You can see this. That's no good, right? So let's check out what's going on underneath this thing. So we got this out. I'm gonna try this head mount. Woo! Oh, let's see how this whole thing goes. So you can see here, we've got some serious movement, right? So if we look underneath this, obviously somewhere there's even marks from the bearing imprinting. That's crazy. That's a hard hit. There's supposed to be a washer on top of this and a washer underneath. And apparently they've all broken. Yeah, look at this. This is all busted. So what'll happen is this allows the steering to work. All right, so this is supposed to be centered on the spring. And when you turn, the whole thing would spin with it. Right? This would be your turning. And down here, you've got the other bearing at the bottom. This thing is all blown out. Now this is old. This is old stuff. It wasn't this bad last time I had it apart. But apparently, now that we're sometimes hanging the front wheels in the air, it didn't quite appreciate this. This is junk. This is absolutely junk. I'm really happy that we got the new suspension from KellTrac coming through here. The springs, obviously, I think they're the same, 14-175, something like that. I don't even know what this is. Old UPR sleeve fits. I mean, this is literally like eBay days here. Check that out, the old Lakewoods. Yeah, buddy. Now I had to, yeah. You gotta give them credit where credit's due, but we were making some changes here. Made in the USA. America, America, America. All right. So in here you can see it's basic. It's UPRK member, bump steer kit, some carburetor Brembos. Yeah, things like some need some cleaning after the track day. We got some schmutz in there, but yep. So we'll get to the other side and let's see what that one looks like. Got this all ripped apart. Let's go over some stuff. So I'm not really trying to get too crazy with like an unboxing video, etc. But we got a whole lot of stuff here. Let's check out what we got in this box here. Look at this. So these are going to be what replaces the old Vikings. I mean, I would say this is a quite the upgrade. So you've got adjustable bases. You got to watch this doesn't hit the bottom of the spindle, but I mean, fully billet, full Crusaders. There's going to be a full coilover setup. We got brand new hardware, relatively the same. This one actually centers itself into the bearing, which is awesome because then it's going to locate on the strut ram a lot better. I mean, that's definitely a better design having this locator. Then the bearing can ride right here. Awesome stuff. Brand new needle bearings for the base. This also, what this will do is it give you a better adjustment to smoothly be able to rotate as you're adjusting your ride height, because we're going to be taking this over to McCormick Motorsports one of these days, and we will be corner balancing this car and getting a full weight on it. So we've got our front coilover strut, our hardware. These look like they're the long ones here. We got brand new springs, 14 by 175, fresh. So these, of course, will go over this setup. Oh boy, is this going to be sweet. And back here, look at this. Fully threaded bodies, brand new Viking Berserkers. This is sick. This is where it's at right here. This is gonna be sweet. So we got those. Different hardware. Getting rid of the H&R springs that have been on there forever. Brand new upper mounts. Hardware. And I noticed here, we've actually got the same bushings up top, so it is a harder bushing than the original rubber ones. Oh, this must have been changed at some point from 6 years ago, 7 years ago when I had the original set of Vikings on here. And then, let's see. Here's our new rear springs. I mean, that's a considerable advantage compared to what we had in there before. Yeah, so here's the new springs. I mean, this is 550-pound rating. Linear, not a progressive rate. So whatever the shock goes to do, it doesn't have to adjust its valving per the spring getting tighter and tighter. The spring is the same rate at all times. gives a little bit better to dialing in the shocks, because right now as the suspension compresses down, the spring actually gets tighter and tighter on its spring rate because it's a progressive spring rate. So this being linear, be a lot easier on shock tuning. So we know when we go a little bit tighter in rebound or a little bit tighter in compression, that adjustment in the shock will be absorbing the entire time the spring from the start of the car squatting to wherever it stops. Be a lot stronger. This is sweet. So yeah, shout out Kelly Aiken, Viking suspension. I mean, we've got, doesn't look like much right now. It's only a few boxes, but this is really all it needs. This is the game changer right here. This is what's gonna get us there. New spanner wrenches. This reminds me of old, like, old Honda days. This is gonna be tight. Sweet. All right. There's actually another part to this. It's not set in stone yet, but this is the motivator here. Kelly Aiken at KellTrac said, if I can get this car to go in the 1.2s, if we can get this thing to go in the 1.2s in the 60 foot, he will name this kit after me. So, I mean, if that's not motivation in itself, the question is, what are we gonna call it? When this car goes 1.2 60 foots, will it be a 1.2999? I don't care. If it goes 1.2 something in the 60 foot, Kelly said he named the kit after me. So you know what? Go in the comment section, put a comment in. What do you think it should be called? What should be the name of the suspension setup, this whole kit? Front, rear coilovers, the full IRS kill setup. What should it be? Should it be, I don't know, the DWR, the Dan Watts Racing Kit? Should it be the Bad Banana Mama Jamma? I don't know. We got to come up with something. Something's going to happen here. Something's going to happen here. I'm not sure what's in this box. It probably says not to open it with a knife, but you know what? I woke up and chose violence.